Hey y'all, today we're going to be talking about my most recent order from Bluestone Perennials, and I have decided to order myself a collection of chrysanthemums, and specifically chrysanthemums utilized for cut flowers. So I'm really excited to show you guys what my plan is. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my latest videos are up, and make sure you drop me a comment below. Do you grow mums? A lot of us grow the typical fall mums that you get in all the beautiful fall tones. I actually grow mums as a perennial, and it's those typical fall mums, but I allow them to grow year round in my garden. But in this investment in some chrysanthemums as a cut flower is really exciting and brand new for me. Okay, if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, you know that this year I invested quite a bit of money into dahlias and had them in a beautiful raised garden, the whole shebang, and I have gotten absolutely 0 dahlia blooms. Yeah, it's been rough, and I'm sure it's a learning curve. I've planted dahlias before. I actually thought by putting them in this raised garden that I had more control over what was going on with them, but it turns out no, I do not. So this next year coming up, I am not going to be investing in high-end dahlia tubers. I've decided that I'm going to go a little bit of a different direction, and I'm going to focus on doing some more heirloom chrysanthemum varieties that I can grow as cut flowers. These are also perennials that I can come back year after year, and they are not something that I have to dig up every year either, so they can actually stay in the ground. So the raised bed that I have been utilizing for my dahlia tubers will soon become, in this next spring, will become all chrysanthemums across it, which I'm really excited about. So let's talk about the idea of these chrysanthemums and what varieties I have purchased. Okay, so let me read a little bit of information that Bluestone Perennials provides about these specific types of chrysanthemums. So it says chrysanthemums are queen of the fall flowers. Few plants can rival mums for beautiful fall color. They begin their show in early autumn and are handsome until a killing frost allow plenty of room. These plants can reach full size and flower prodigiously. A lot their first year. Chrysanthemums are shipped during our spring shipping season only. So I thought that's great. Mums are easy to grow, likes a well-drained soil. Good drainage is especially important for successful overwintering. We trim our plants back before shipping to promote bushiness, but any ambitious shoot which is getting ahead of the plant should be tipped back. All growing tips should be pinched back until the 4th of July. Do not pinch after the 4th of July. Can be divided in the spring if needed, or if center of the clump is not producing new growth. Mulch for winter protection only in very cold areas, and be sure to remove mulch before the spring thaw. Soggy winter wet is very detrimental to mums. Remove old foliage in spring or late fall. New growth comes with roots. Okay. So that's all the information Bluestone Perennials gives you. Now, you guys know my take on perennial mums. So I actually allow them to bloom in late spring, early summer, and then I cut them back right about July 4th, and then I'm gonna allow them another bloom cycle for the fall. Sometimes I get 3 bloom cycles in. It just depends. It was not a good year for them this year with the drought and the early heat. They've struggled big time, so I've barely gotten a single bloom cycle, and I've gone ahead and cut them back for fall blooming. So with these chrysanthemums coming in, these are going to be for cut flowers. I am going to go ahead and allow them to grow throughout the spring, see if I get any blooms from them, and then cut them back at the July 4th mark for new blooms in the fall. So that is my current plan. I'm not going to pinch them all spring and summer. I'm just going to allow them to go for it and then cut back at July 4th. Now, all of the varieties that I have chosen to grow are going to be large varieties, 18 to 36 inches tall. So these are tall cut flower kind of designs. They're also hardy for my area. I am zone 8A, so I'm excited about that. So the very first one that I'm growing is called Chrysanthemum Pink CREST, and it's a garden style chrysanthemum. I paid $9.95 for the plant, and it's a 4-inch container. So these are small containers. These are not big, massive ones. And I know a lot of y'all are like, really, you paid $10 for this little bitty perennial? I did. I absolutely did. This is not something I've been able to ever find in my nurseries locally. I am looking for these tall mums that I can utilize for cut flowers. These are mums that are absolutely grown for people who are producing for florists, all right? So I am very excited to be able to find that and bring that into my location. So this particular one is called Pretty in Pink. Mum Pink Crest exhibits rosy pink blossoms with a cherry yellow eye, produces many petite flowers on medium to tall plants. Give them plenty of room. It's showy and reliable. Sounds good. That's the first variety that I'm growing. Okay, the second variety that I'm growing is called Chrysanthemum Homecoming, and it is a football style chrysanthemum. So if you're from the South, you might have heard of homecoming mums. Those originally started as an actual flower. It's a big kind of massive, about 4 to 5 inches across mum that people would pin on and decorate with ribbons. Of course, now in the South, that has gone bonkers, and it's all these ribbons and bells and doohickeys and lights and craziness that is Southern homecoming mums. And yes, I did grow up with them, and yes, I love them. I think they're fabulous. So that's the tradition behind this homecoming, this kind of traditional football style chrysanthemum. So it's very large blooms. These plants are 36 inches tall, which is super exciting. Their color is kind of a peach to a yellow, and it's a burnished salmon to soft peach, ending with creamy yellow, gigantic corsage style flowers on tall, sturdy plants. They equal a florist mums. So I'm really excited about trying that one out and that particular flower. A lot of these mums, after a couple of years, we can actually divide these plants and create more plants out of them. I obviously won't be doing that for the first couple of years, but I felt really good about just investing in a single one and then waiting a couple of years and allowing myself to separate these out and create more plants from it. I did pay $9.95 for that particular one as well. Okay, the next variety I'm growing that I ordered is Chrysanthemum Helen May, and it's a garden style chrysanthemum. It's approximately 18 to 36 inches tall. It's a pink kind of flower. It's a light shell pink garden mum, producing many large flowers on medium to tall plants. Give them plenty of room to grow. So I'm excited about that one as well. I kind of like this kind of pale color, the shell color, and how it has a little bit of a peachy tone in it as well. And I paid $9.95 for that one. The next variety I'm growing is Chrysanthemum Grape Queen, which is also a football style chrysanthemum. So you remember that's kind of a larger bloom. And it is 3 feet tall. It is a purple tone. Blossoms of purple grape tones are accented with white on the reverse side of the petals to create a silvery sheen. Mum Grape Queen is from our Football Mum series, gigantic corsage type flowers on tall, sturdy plants. So I'm really excited about that one, and kind of this, bold, beautiful purple color, which I think will just be absolutely fantastic. $9.95 for that one. The next variety I'm growing, or ordered, I keep saying growing, I'm excited for them to already be here. Chrysanthemum French Vanilla, which is a large flowered garden style chrysanthemum. It is 36 inches tall, white, kind of vanilla kind of tones. Light apricot shades of Mum French Vanilla progress to sweet cream colored outer petals. Large showy flowers on tall sturdy plants. I'm really looking forward to this one. I think it's beautiful, and I think it will go with a wide variety of colors throughout my garden. I paid $9.95 for that one as well. Okay, the next variety I ordered is Chrysanthemum Fred Stone, large flowered garden style chrysanthemum. And it is about 24 to 36 inches tall, so a little bit shorter than the ones that we were talking about earlier. It's a red tone, deep claret red blossoms of Mum Fred Stone will drink in the sun's fading rays. Superb flowers provides a display for 6 to 8 weeks in the fall. That sounds fantastic. I love how long lasting mum blooms are. And I did pay $9.95 for that one as well. All right, the next variety I ordered is Chrysanthemum Fall Charm, large flowered garden style chrysanthemum. And it's about 24 to 36 inches tall. It's a lavender with a yellow accent color. Alluring gold central petals of Mum Fall Charm open to deep lavender. Superb flowers provides a display for 6 to 8 weeks in the fall. And I really like these kind of bi-colored mums. I think are really, really beautiful. And you can see like the football style are this large single one, and then the garden style mums are like a cluster of blooms. So I think it's kind of interesting how very different each individual stem will be compared to each plant. Okay, and then the last thing I ordered was actually a collection. So it's 3 different mums or 3 different plants in one collection. And it's Chrysanthemum football collection. It's football style mums. So remember, those are the large ones on the nice sturdy stems. So I actually ordered, it is a set of 3 different ones: Cheerleader, Coral Cavalier, and Ticonderoga. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back over onto those individual 3 and kind of talk to you about them. So for the Cheerleader football style mum, it's about 36 inches tall. It's more of a copper tone. So brushed amber petals of football mum Cheerleader remain huddled close in the center. Gigantic corsage type flowers on tall sturdy plants. Really, really beautiful, lush look. The next one is Chrysanthemum Coral Cavalier football style mum. It is 36 inches tall and it's pink and orange combined. Large flowers of varying shades of rose to rust make football mum Coral Cavalier astonishing in its presentation. Gigantic corsage type flowers on tall sturdy plants as well. Excited about that one. And then the last one in this collection is Chrysanthemum Ticonderoga. So Chrysanthemum Ticonderoga. All right, got it. 36 inches tall, copper yellow accents. The voluptuous flowers aglow with copper yellow petals make Ticonderoga a warm addition in your fall garden. Gigantic corsage type flowers on tall sturdy plants as well. So I ordered a set of those. So getting those set of 3, originally they're about $10 each. I was able to get a set of 3 for $20. So there's a little bit of savings in there if you buy that set of 3 altogether. So very excited. So I ended up getting, let me count real quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different varieties of mums. Very, very excited to get them started. Very excited that they're perennials. They are going to be grown in a raised bed. I think that'll give me a little bit more control, and I'm growing them at 4 cut flowers. So they're not always going to be absolutely beautiful. I might, if I have success with them over the years, I might divide and then tuck them into different places of my landscape, just depending on what's going on. But at this point, I'm going to start simply in the raised bed where I can kind of control more of the conditions that are happening at that point. I did use a 10% off coupon that I just Googled and found online. So it was really nice. It dropped like $1 off of everything. And then shipping was about $25. So I did pay for shipping as well. But like I said, you know, when I'm ordering online, I'm looking for plants that I can't find locally. I am looking for plants that are a little bit more unusual. And having these long stemmed chrysanthemums is just, I'm over the moon. I cannot wait to get started on them. I think they're going to be a great replacement for dahlias, since it looks like dahlias potentially are not my thing, and I don't want to invest a lot of money in dahlias. So I think that this will be another opportunity for some really large blooming flowers, and then some really saturated, gorgeous colors to utilize within my cut flower garden. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.